What's up traders, this is Dave FX Hunter. Welcome to another weekly outlook. So this is a dollar as usually, and I will just explain you why I still think we are going a bit higher, and that I don't think that this is any kind of reversal, right? So we need to start on this weekly, and just to decode what was happening in here, right? So basically here is a beginning of the year, and if you look at it here on the weekly, we can see that actually the dollar was in the accumulation for the first 6 months. Then we had this manipulation, right? And then this increase of the price, right? So distribution pace. But anyway, where the price is mostly going after hitting a higher time frame or the block, which actually broke through this high, right? So that was a level where this was it, right? So where I think we going is that we are going into the 50% of this range at least, right? So we have this range high to then this range low. We have 50% in here. We touched it, but we did not took out a liquidity level in the premium. So that's why I still think that if we drop the price to the 2 hours, right, we can still see price continuously going up, right? So anyway, where we are right now in here, if we look in here, we can see that price moved higher, right? Then started to drop lower on the non-farm payrolls. It took out this intermediate high, price drop lower. We have this breaker on the 1 hour where I think we will touch it. Price can drop lower below the previous week low, but we got this order block in here, and from here I think we still can continue higher. Let's check COT data and look at this. So what was happening in here in the past 3 weeks? The market makers, they growth slightly their longs, but mainly they closed massive amount of the shorts on the end of the contract, right? And now they have just they reduced like 2 times their short side. So we can see that the exposure of their longs net positions has grown up to the 75%, and they are now 18k net positions, right, to the bullish side. So if they've been adding in the past 3 weeks, let me bring a weekly. If they've been adding these positions, closing these shorts in these past 3 weeks, I don't think they will just close it here like this, right? So I still think they will be looking for some liquidity, for someone where someone will buy it, right? So let's see, right? So as said, what I think could be happening this week, something like this, and then that, right? All right, so that's for the dollar. Let's look to the euro right now, and it's actually exact opposite. So let's go to the daily right now, actually weekly, I'm sorry. And very similar case, right? So we have we had the expansion here, right, after taking this liquidity out, and price is now after taking this high, right, it's replacing where into the discount, which is a 50% of this from this high to this low, which is this yellow line, right? And it still didn't reach at this level. And as well, if we look at this, we have this low and this low, which are relatively equal. I still think here will be some liquidity, right? So in my opinion, the long-term target would be this liquidity, which is a first liquidity below this 50%, right? If you look to the monthly, you can see this beautiful gap, and I don't think that price will go high up from here without at least dipping into this monthly gap, right? So I still think we are bearish. And if we look to this price action in here, in my opinion, what could be happening is a price could take out this high, maybe previous week's high, and then continue lower. If we look to the COT data, look at this, we can see massive drop in the longs, and this drop still continues while the shorts are still constantly being added, right? So in my opinion, as the net positions are dropping from 172, 150, 140, 100k, now 78k, right? So it's a it's in my opinion not a reversal, right? As well, gold, very similar situation. Let's bring weekly. So what we got in here, we can see that price moved higher, took out the liquidity, and from the liquidity where we repriced to the discount. Discount is 50% from the swing high to the swing low, which is here. This yellow line is a 50%, and where price going to the first liquidity below a 50%, right? So I was looking for the higher time frame level below this 50%, and here on the weekly I didn't find anything else than this order block, where is this down candle, where was the initial of the move which took out this high, right? So let's look at it closely as again, and we have daily in here, and look how the price ended here, right? Look, so we have this low and this low, right? Relatively equal. It's gonna be a fake support. On the Friday, the NFP dropped lower, moved higher, right? Now heading into this FPG, right? So in my opinion, we will not go too much high. What I think would be a price would be maybe previous week's high, and then I think we will go lower again to take out these two equal highs, this liquidity in the below this 50% premium, 50%, right? So in the discount, and it could be heading into the higher time frame level, which is this one. It's not going to be any of these highs, nothing like that. This is weak lows, sorry, not highs, lows. This is weak lows. So I think the next level could be this order block that basically accumulated the power to break out through this high, and where the move has continued, right? Let's look to the COT data, and I think confirms my thesis, right? So let's see how this will play out, right? So this is a gold in here, and we can see the longs dropping dramatically, right, while the shorts growing, right? So what we can see again here, drop in the longs exposure, and look at this, the net positions, right? Net positions 2 months ago, I mean in the July we had, all right, so it's a 2.5 months ago, we had 193k longs net positions. Right now we have 91, right? So it's a 100k drop, right? And it's a quite huge drops, right? Every week, huge drops. This is massive, right? So in my opinion, still this liquidity would be taken, right? So yeah, I will be very cautious this week, and still same thinking here. I believe we could go higher. We could go to take out some liquidity in here, right? And then maybe from here, cannot predict it right now, but I don't believe that this is what is going to be in play right now. Okay, so yeah, but let's see, my friends, trade carefully and have a great trading week. Bye bye.